We should have
Welcome back, everyone, to Morning Line.
Come back here for a second. Come back up here.
Yeah, come back in. Especially carrying more groceries than Thanksgiving.
She's off to the sideline now, but our new reporter, Kimberly, has been hanging out with us this morning.
Look how much she's eating. No, just kidding.
Your hands are full. She saw it. She's been sitting.
You're awesome. We're so glad you're here, by the
Isn't
way.
that true? Doesn't it take a little time when someone new starts to get their feet wet and get accustomed to it? She just jumped right in. She did great. She's almost like she's been here all along.
Yeah.
But good. Still, though, I mean, she is on a 30-day probationary period.
Exactly. And it's not done yet.
Did they drop it to 30? I thought it was 4 months.
Nashville's not an easy town to learn where things are.
How much different is Nashville than where you were
where
in
did you come
Rochester, Minnesota?
Yeah, I know.
I know. She got Lena's mic
Here we
now.
go. Thank you.
Rick, we're taking care of it, buddy.
It's okay.
It was quieter in Rochester. There's a lot more breaking news here. Like I was on the scene of a shooting this morning. That's, a little
It's a
different.
bigger city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love it. You guys are fun.
Yes,
I'm
we are.
learning how to deal with this one.
Yeah,
but,
good luck.
Yeah. But it's going well.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you could join us. This is her debut on Morning Line.
Have
Won't
another
be her
cookie.
last.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to sneak, but I was called out.
No,
Help
that.
yourself.
You know the great thing about Channel 5 is it's more important to get along and have a relationship with your coworkers than it is to be like some Mr. Professional kind of thing. In all honesty. I know, so I'm not professional, but in all seriousness, it's the fact that we all get along and really like each other. I mean, really, really like being with each other. I think hopefully that shows on the air. You know what I mean?
We don't want you to come apply for our jobs, but this is a really good place.
Exactly.
Well, the truth is the competition is in the field, as you and I have talked about. We want to be first and best with everything, but in the house, I'll help anyone. And that's the way it should be, and I like it. You're right. I mean, I truly do like people here. So let's take another call from Ann. Ann, good morning.
Act like we like him.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, Ann. What's on your mind?
Well, I have a tradition and I have a memory. My tradition is when I met my husband way back in '73, he was in charge of doing the Harvey's decorations downtown on Church.
Wow.
I remember those.
That's huge.
For lean years, we weren't always able to afford much, but every year I knew that although he didn't want to decorate the house, I always got a very memorable keepsake ornament. And now, 40 years later, I have one of the most beautiful trees with some of the most precious ornaments ever, and it's still a tradition, and I still look forward to that ornament each and every year. And my memory is the year that my brother-in-law and my husband and the eggnog and brandy had put together Barbie houses for 3 young ladies, bicycles and tricycles for several little children, only to discover that the life-size dolls 4 little girls were supposed to get were left in Berry Hill.
Oh, no.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 drunken Santa Clauses insisted on going back to free these dolls. And my sisters and I sat very scared in East Nashville, praying these men did not go to jail, and we'd have to explain it to an entire family of in-laws and parents.
You can see them in jail with their dolls.
Yeah. That would be a Christmas to remember.
Dolls and the drunken Santas finally did make it back. Bicycle handlebars did fall off. The children had a very good Christmas, and the adults had a very big laugh, and the women kind of monitored the amount of brandy that got
Kind of.
eggnog to this day.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
The children from getting into it as well.
Yeah, that's what you got to
That's
watch out for.
Thanks to the News 5 team, y'all are awesome.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for calling and sharing. That's awesome. 40 years of ornaments from that.
I know.
That's the thing. You
fantastic.
collect them. Her tree must be spectacular.
Oh, yeah. We moved to Middle Tennessee in 1964, so I remember Harvey's department store downtown. Harvey's, there was that huge consolidation of department stores there for a while, but there was that strip right there on Church where you had Harvey's, you had Kane Sloan, and Kastner Knott. And those were the 3 big department stores in Nashville. And Harvey's, their
He
company.
remembers everything. You know that?
Oh, I
It's
do.
amazing.
I pay attention.
Well, he lived it. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a merry-go-round. They had a carousel in Harvey's. In fact, their logo, they had one of the horses from the carousel was part of the Harvey's logo. But they always did very cool things. They decorated that. And Harvey's had a mezzanine in their store, an upstairs part. And they, about 65, 66, somewhere in there, they turned it into the young people's department. They called it Harvey's Loft. And they would actually bring combos. Bands would come in there and set up and play. And that's where you would go to get the cool clothes.
Yeah.
And they would decorate all that stuff for Christmas. But and again, it was like in Memphis with the 3 department stores. They're on Church Street. Of course, the library's there now, and the steakhouse, all that stuff's gone where those things were. But those stores were tremendous, and they were very community-minded. And those stores would do all kinds of Christmas displays. One of them, I can't remember, was it Kane Sloan? Was tied in with the display at the Parthenon that the caller was talking about earlier with the huge nativity scene, and the Parthenon with the colored lights on it was amazing.
I bet.
But those were Nashville traditions. And kids today, there's still traditions. Cheekwood with their Christmas stuff is a Nashville tradition. There are still new
lights
traditions.
At the Opry Mills. Opryland Hotel, the lights.
That's become a big deal.
Right.
And even more recently, what is it? Lights of Christmas Village, which is right next door, where you can actually pay a fee, drive through, and there's a horse and pony deal once you get in there. But it's also in that Donaldson area, near and next to Opry Mills.
Yeah. Let's take another call from Bob. Bob, good morning.
Hey, Merry Christmas. I mean, Happy Holidays. I had, like you mentioned, 3 department stores. Used to go to Candyland.
Oh, yeah.
And, let's see, and, you know, family, and most of all, it was snow.
Yeah, how about that? We had a white, thank you, Bob, and Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
We had a white Christmas, wasn't it, like 3-4 years? We did.
2012.
What was that?
2012?
Was it 2012?
It was 2012.
We actually had snow on the ground in Christmas here, which is pretty rare, right?
It is very rare. Usually, just from a historical standpoint, our chances for a white Christmas are 1 in 10.
Okay.
So it's a 10%. Yes, that's
It's a little better than I thought it would
basically
be.
any place you're at in Tennessee, it's about a 1 in 10 chance.
Oh, wow.
Right now, looking long range into this upcoming Christmas, it looks to be more of a wet Christmas than a white Christmas, because temperatures may be running, if the models hold up, could be about 10 to 15 above the norm.
Right, which is what we've seen all this week. That was insane. You could pull your swimsuit out.
Thank El Nino for that.
Yeah, it's El Nino how it shakes out. All right, did we have another caller on line too? I'm sorry, Gary? Hey, Mary, good morning.
Good morning again.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Mary. What's your follow? I'm sorry.
That's all right. I had I'm going to say when I got into the Christmas that day, we did get a white Chicago boot skates, and we were real thrilled about that.
Oh, the boot skates?
I wanted to say to Leland that I enjoyed all those big snows that we used to have back in the day. And my neighbors called my mother early one morning and said, Ms. Brown, your daughter is out there running in the snow barefooted. And that humiliated her. But anyway, I just loved snow so much back in those days.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say that we all see the love that y'all have for one another and respect. And you at Channel 5. And I feel like I'm part of your family.
We do too.
We are. That's the way it's got to be. Thank you. Cheers to that, and we appreciate it. You know, one person from the morning team who's not here is Amy Watson. You know, she would have been here. She's been here in past years. Just you know, you guys give us an update on her situation. I mean, she wishes she could be here, but she'll be back in the new year, right?
Had a medical procedure, and everything went well, from what I understand. Talked to her husband. He texted me a couple of weeks ago and said everything went great, and she's out for the remainder of this year. She'll be back early January, so we wish her well.
Yes, we do.
Miss her. So
I was walking by the desk the other day, and they're getting calls every morning. Where's Amy? Where's Amy? Because sometimes, you know how this business is. Someone all of a sudden isn't on the air anymore, and sometimes it's not for a good reason.
Yeah, true.
You know, and you're like, where'd they go? But that's not the case with Amy, of course.
Or you move somewhere and you're suddenly like, wow, they're on TV here in this new city.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Even a change of day, because I've gotten a couple of emails and phone calls on Cuthbert. Where's Cuthbert at? Well, he's working the night beat and everything. day.
You're right.
But from an Amy standpoint, for everybody who is out there, she has actually posted a couple of updates. So she's not doing them every day right now, about once a week. So just check out her Facebook page, NC5_ Amy Watson. She goes into a little bit more detail on what happened the first week, and then last week actually did like a little video deal just showing herself and everything. So she's posting a few updates every now and then, just trying to keep in touch with folks.
Good for her.
We miss you, Amy.
We do miss you big
She'll be
time,
back
but
soon.
rest.
Let's go to Francis. Hi, Francis.
Hi.
Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's on your mind?
I wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody at Channel 5, and I listen to.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
You
Merry
guys watch,
Christmas
you
to
watch all the time. Thank you for calling in.
I do, and I want to know. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Amy a speedy recovery.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
What happened to that Comfort Langley?
Leland just said that. Listen up. Cuthbert's still around. He has just moved to a different shift. He will be in the land of the living now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Working
He
on
gets
a
to
night
sleep.
shift.
Yeah, more the night shift as opposed to coming in as early. He did a great job in the mornings, and then there was some turnover and change, and now he's working more night side as opposed to coming in early. And things get shuffled around every once in a while. So he's still around.
Which do you like better, nights or mornings?
I'm more technically a morning person.
Me too.
Evenings, I zonk. Oh, I know you. This guy can fall asleep anywhere, anytime. He's tired at the cellular level.
In a heartbeat.
But
I think really, in all
I like
honesty,
mornings better.
I think all of us working this morning shift can fall asleep like that.
Oh yeah,
Easy
don't get
stuff.
to a long red light.
Oh, totally.
Y'all had
The
that.
horn starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah.
If you're
And I
home, I'll
used to
just sit
wonder
down for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to wonder if it was just us, because we have talked about the long red lights before, and I think, is it just us? But then I was somewhere a couple of weeks ago with some of the folks from the other stations in town who worked the morning shift, and I brought that up, and they said, no, it's with all of us. And so just doing this shift, waking up when we do, once you go home, then, especially in the summertime, when it's warm inside of the car and you're trying to cool it down.
It's a different lifestyle. It is definitely. Real quickly, Sheila, go ahead, Sheila. Oop, I'm sorry. Sheila, go ahead.
Holidays.
Hey, Sheila, I'm sorry. Go ahead. We missed the first thing. You said happy holidays?
Yes. Happy holidays.
You too.
You
Thanks,
too.
you
Merry
too.
Christmas to you.
I want to talk about the Christmas commercial that Channel 5 puts on every year about the little girl and the little boy and the snow sled that's looking into the candy shop.
Every year.
What
and
a great call.
Okay, so that's a good one because we're coming up to the end of it now. Real quick, give her the synopsis.
Charlie DePriest, and I can't remember if anybody knows offhand, was it 64? That promo, that commercial has been around since the 1960s. So Charlie DePriest, who was a film editor here, and that was done, of my understanding, by film, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Frame by frame.
frame by frame.
Wow, see, that's just
And the cat in the commercial was his daughter's cat.
That's right, yes.
Right? The little cat in the window was Charlie's daughter. When she was a little girl, had a little cat, so he put that in there.
Do you know, and this was maybe before I got here, did they run it for that period when they first did it, and then did it go away for a while, and they dug it out, or has it been running every year?
You know, I think there were a couple of years it didn't run because
and then people asked about it.
My first couple of years, it did not run, and I got here in '93. So the first couple of Christmases I was here, we didn't run it, and then it started running again. And so after that, people started asking about it. If we don't run it, or if we're a week or two past Thanksgiving and they've not seen it, they're getting phone calls.
I remember seeing it in the 60s, and then I went away, went to school, moved back to Nashville in '78. And I don't think it ran for a number of years there. The thing that's interesting about it is, of course, TV sets in those days were shaped like this. You had square screens. And so you will notice the version that runs now, they had to convert over for the wider TV screens in high definition, and so they had to reconvert all that stuff. But all of that was done frame by frame with his artwork, and it's just a unique and marvelous thing.
It is, and they bring it back, and it is now part of the tradition. Channel 5 and this is associated with that in people every year, and I've already seen it this year. So,
and if Charlie is watching, because Charlie, we love you and miss you too. But if you're still watching, good morning.
Big part of his legacy.
Yes.
Big part of his legacy. Thank you to all the viewers for calling in. Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to you three as well.
And
Thanks for joining us. Look
you.
forward to the new year as well.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it going. You guys, thanks for coming on. I know it wasn't just because of the food.
This is really tough.
We do like that.
Merry Christmas. You guys have a great holiday. I'll be back with a programming note right after this. Stay with us. Merry Christmas.